I think is it starting?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So, guys, we just finished Bioshock Infinite. I did, and
Why are you not online? There you are.
and now I'm here. I'm in my office. I don't know what's going on. The credits just ended. Obviously, it tells me I'm a police officer of some sort. 727. Every time you see the loading, you saw a badge that said 727.
It's not working.
The stream's not working?
It's not working on my end.
Hold on, I'm seeing. I'll see if this fucking.
Wait, there it goes.
Why are there ads for Far Cry? This game's old as balls.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay, so it's 1893, just to let you know. Rapture is set in the 1930s, 1940s. Okay, you can see it now. All right, so I'm in here.
Anna?
This is Anna. I'm talking. He's yelling Anna. A police officer. There's a badge. 1893. You're a police officer. There's cigarettes. Let's see what else we can find out here. You're in an abandoned, not abandoned, but this is your apartment. It's pretty shitty. We can go over to the door.
Is that his rank on the wall?
Okay, here we can read it right here. Booker DeWitt, investigator into matters both public and private. So he's investigator. All right. I'm gonna open. He looks like he's been in the cavalry. Blah blah blah. So this is all I can figure out in this little apartment. All right. So he's yelling for Anna. I'm gonna open the door.
He's gonna be a child beater. Watch.
What was that?
I knew that was gonna. I remember that. I'm an idiot.
What is that, dude? Anna, is that you? Like, why would they show that to me? Now I'm confused. Okay.
Dude, you were reborn again.
Yeah.
That one's easy. That's what this priest said. You were born again.
So he's like, do you want to be reborn or reborn? So he actually remembers his memories. So if he's reborn again, then he's not going to do his bad deed, correct?
That's not true. That's not true at all. From my understanding, he got a second chance, but he doesn't even know it.
Well,
that one's less confusing. I mean, the priest said he was going to be born again as a new.
Well, when he says, Anna, is that you? I think he remembers it, because why would he say, Anna, is that you? It's kind of...
That's a good point, actually.
It's kind of...
That's a really good point.
Yeah, do you see how he says it in his voice? He's like, Anna, is that you? Like, he's seen her before. So if it erased his memory, he would have been in there and been like, Anna, you know how the way you talk? So it's the vocabulary that gives it away of like, oh, he remembers he was born again. I understand that makes sense. So he was born again. He has a new life. He goes in there, and now
Anna's a child.
Anna's a child, and now I'm thinking that
He won't fuck up.
he won't fuck up again. He understands that, you know, you don't do that shit. So we're gonna jump into what we were talking about before. So this is craziness. So I know the stream cut off before. I'm gonna blow up my my camera a little bit bigger. All right, in there. Okay, so that's crazy. So all together, the game took me about 12, 13 hours, something like that. You guys watched it all the way through, and the game, it's a huge mindfuck. You guys want to jump in while I talk, because I might get stuff wrong. Anna, in the beginning, you saw her pinky ring. Nobody says anything about it. You see it with your eyes. The game really hones in on her imperfection. She puts a thumbnail over it, you know, or thimble, and you're in your mind, you're thinking, what the hell is that? You know, what is that? I need to know how it happened. And all through the game, I'm like, well, what the hell was on her finger? What happened? What is that? You know, when we find out later is she got it chopped off by you are the bad guy in the game. You are Booker DeWitt. You sold your child to Comstock, and you're an asshole. And yeah. So Rosabi Rev, the separate timelines also remember that their deaths and such right. Oh man, everything's going in my head like crazy. So at the end of the game, you the credits stop, and you jump into your office. We already found out. I was snooping around. You were an investigator. In the loading screen, it always says 727. That's your badge number, apparently. You were in the cavalry, well, like it said in the information, and you were reborn again, like we said. If you just saw that a little bit ago, we're thinking that he remembers everything, and remembering everything. We're thinking that he opened the door, and the way he said it, he's like, "Anna, is that you?" We're thinking that he's starting a new life, and he's not going to fuck up like last time, where he sells his kid. We still don't know what his debt is. I'm guessing it's money, or something like that. Debt, I mean, debt could be like, you owe me a debt, you owe me a debt in money, you owe me like your life or something like that. Maybe something. That guy, the lady and the girl. What's the two brother and the sister? Forgot their last names. Something J, Joyce, Jeans, or something like that. He knocks on your door. Apparently, he's like, Comstock wants your kid or whatever. And the dreams, the person that was screaming was Comstock. He was knocking on there screaming. He's like, "Give me the kid," or whatever he's saying. I'm still trying to piece it together. Like, I'm piecing it together. It's just so much, like, we can like analyze it even more. And you're like, hold on, wait. Then let's see. If we saw the ending, with him opening the door, and that's Anna, then we don't know if Anna has her powers or she doesn't have her powers. At the end of the sequence when we die or we drown, all the Annas drown me. Each Anna disappears, and then the camera cuts off away from the Anna that we played in the one world. That could be that the cutting off means that she also disappeared, or the cutoff could also mean that she's alive and she still has her powers. And she grows up in a normal world or whatever. I don't know. I want to know more about Comstock. I want to know what his story is. How did he meet Booker DeWitt? That's kind of answers that it doesn't really tell you. Maybe in the DLC it will take place before you give Anna away, and maybe it'll end when you're giving Anna away, the DLC. Never know. That sounds like a pretty good story to me for a DLC. And then the what is it? The brother and the sister. If they're everywhere, do they have powers? Like, how did they get around? You know what I mean? Like I'm like, so Elizabeth can do it. So why can they do it? Do you know what I mean? So did you think about that, Pink? Did you? Because did you think about like the brother and the sister? They show up as well in the other worlds.
They do.
So how did they get around?
It's like, dude, I couldn't answer that. It's just a mind fuck, man.
Yeah, you're like,
I know a few things. I'm pretty sure she still has her powers, and I'm almost positive. I know the Prophet was Comstock.
Yeah.
100% sure that was Comstock. But I don't, like I said, they don't tell you why the fuck or how you met him in the first place.
Yeah. So, like, he could be in from the, okay, hold on, wait. Rewind. I think you met him in the Calvary, because he was in the Calvary. your friend back then was in the cavalry, and he was talking about, Comstock didn't do nothing, blah, blah, blah. So if you and your friend were in the cavalry together, you had to met Comstock in the cavalry, somewhere in there.
Comstock could have been your friend.
Yeah, Comstock could have been your friend. Comstock could have been, somebody in the cavalry with you. Maybe, the DLC will be set in the before, in your cavalry or something like that. I'm not sure, but you have had to met him in the cavalry because Comstock was in the cavalry. We have the brother and the sister. So what do the dove and the cage mean? What if you picked one of those? What if I picked the dove? What if you picked the cage? What would that have done, huh?
I don't know. I picked the dove too.
Would it change the story? Because when I picked the dove, I was thinking peace. When I see cage, I see like confined, and that just I'm like that's gonna be a bad ending. So Zombie Rave said, "What if Comstock was the priest and he wanted your child to baptize you?" Does that? I mean, that's an old Comstock. I mean, it could. There's also
Comstock was old, dude. He was old. I mean, you saw him. The prophet is Comstock.
So also the priest was pretty much the priest in the beginning of the game when he dunked you into the water, if you notice, because he was blind.
Yep.
Both of them were blind. And then he drowned you, and he said, you need to be born anew. And then you woke up, in the garden with all these crazy people, thinking, they were all brainwashed. It also someone was talking about Andrew Rhynes. There could be something to do with Andrew Rhynes there, because Andrew Rhynes in 1930, 1940, he was about I would say 35 or something like that. I don't know. He was pretty young, maybe 40. I would say maybe 40 or something like that. I don't know. Could be something to do, something with that, Andrew Rhynes. Because there could be something to do with the little sisters, with Anna or Elizabeth. We already know Comstock wasn't. Comstock was not Anna's real father. And then Lady Comstock, where does she come into play? Who was she? She was Lady Comstock, married to the prophet, but what's that whole deal with infusing her and Elizabeth? Something like Elizabeth said Anna is Elizabeth and Elizabeth is Anna a little bit. I was a little confused with that. This game is a huge mindfuck. You can really go into it. Let's see what else there was. The lighthouse. When you first enter the game, looks like the lighthouse from Bioshock 1. I mean, they look. They always have Bioshock games always have that damn lighthouse. Let's see. There's you kind of piece it together in the beginning that
Right.
Yeah, I was listening to the man and the woman in the boat in the beginning, and when they popped up in the first time, I disregarded their voice. I disregarded when they're check one. I'm like, who are these people? I'm like, they're freaking crazy. Check one. I'm like, heads or tails. I'm like, what the heck? And then as you went along, they're there again. I'm like, why does that voice sound familiar? And then I thought about the check mark, and then I thought about back on the boat. I'm like, hold on, they're the voices from the boat. I'm like, this is freaking crazy. I'm like, okay, why are they there? Why are they following me? You realize that in the beginning. So as you go on through the game, you meet, the resistance. You meet your cavalry buddy, the sister and the brother. Obviously Elizabeth, Comstock, Lady Comstock. Who else do you meet? I'm trying to put all the characters together. The crazy black girl. And I also liked what they did with this with the time period. They weren't safe about it, and I that's why I liked it. they were very